Orangey. Hey, Orange. Are you a good boy, Orangey? Hello there. Is it Mojito? Mahato? Hello there. How you doing? If you are a cat lover, you are more than welcome to stay and say hello if you don't mind. Oh, hello there, Gojo. How you doing? Hello there, Gaming Dashio. How's everybody's day going so far? Their night going? We're just in here with Tang and Yoda. Tang is a little sneezy. He's got a little bit of sneezing going on there. Hello there, Bruce. How you doing, Bruce? Orangey. Hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday. If you have kitties, I hope they're all doing well also. Bruce, I guess you are officially been a member here for 2 months. Awesome. If y'all don't know Bruce, go ahead and check his channel out if you don't mind him being a member. He posts shorts, primarily shorts, or every shorts I think, for his seven kitties. I do not know all their names though. They're Stinky, Nene, Nene, Oreo, Randy, Suki, and I can't remember the other ones. Hello there, John. How you doing? Just bear with me for a second. I just need to type something, or Tang's gonna type something with me. Let me make sure that I pin this message. Okay, now we're pinned. All right. Hello there, Mr. Tang. Gojo, your cat ran away yesterday and he still hasn't come home yet. Does that happen often? Hello there, Elizabeth Sutton. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday. Oops, that comment is not correct. Help save what? Hold on a second, everybody. Join the community. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. He tries to run away a lot, but he never stays away from home this long. Well, hopefully he'll show up in a day or two. Yes, one thing I don't like about doing a live on a cell phone is you can't pin a message. I got to go like on a computer in order to pin the message. And I'm assuming the message is pinned now properly. So, but how's everybody been? How's everybody's week been so far? Good, bad, bleh. Mr. Tang here, he says his week has been good, but he's been sneezing. Gojo, cats can survive quite a long time without food. Literally quite a long time. Like a week, 10 days. Water, though, only a few days. Hello there, Sydney Cat. You've had a good week. Busy but good. John, you're in a good mood today. Good to hear. Hello there, Tranquil. I hope you're doing well. hello, Mr. Tang. He might sneeze on the camera, folks. He's been rather sneezy this last few days. Tranquil, I'll put you as a standard moderator on your second channel. My week so far has been interesting. As most of you know, I am out of tracked out right now school-wise, but I've been doing some job shadowing at a potential new career in the future with X-ray and CT and MRI, and tomorrow I go in for nuclear medicine and sonography, so it's been very interesting. Definitely some pros and cons. One thing that I don't think that I'd be comfortable with, at least not in the beginning, is having to stick people to get IVs for contrasts and stuff like that for some of the imaging that needs to be done. Hello there, Joe. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Mr. Tang. He says, hi, people. Look at my big nose. Oh, I finally got a, no, never mind, I think I already said this. I was going to say I finally got a short that got over 1,000 views. It's been like a while. Joe, to answer your question, yes, we are safe from Hurricane Milton. We are nowhere near Hurricane Milton at all. My mom continually keeps on sending us text messages that, are you all safe from the hurricane? I'm worried about you. And I keep on telling your mom, no, we're fine. The hurricane's like not even going to get into South Carolina, really. So no, we are good. We are good. Question for everybody. Has anybody had a MRI done before? Guess my wife is saying NC is the new Florida. Also, wife, if you want to, since you are technically a channel member, somebody gifted you a channel member. The last live stream, I think it was Danielle Davis. If you want to use some of those emojis, feel free to. If I remember how to do it. Joe, you don't think so? You just, maybe is that, I'm assuming, a CAT scan and X-ray? Yeah, I've had X-rays before, but I got to have a MRI done on Friday with my left knee. It is for a tube. Yes, it is tube related. Hello there, Cloud on Pause. Hope you're doing well. Obviously, as most of you know now, this is definitely a community where we try to save kitties' lives. Every so often during these live streams, I will mention that, hey, all the money generated through this channel will go to help cats. If anybody wants to become a channel member, get a member shout outs, custom emojis. If anybody wants to donate through a super, or to be honest with you, Patreon is a much better way of donating than through YouTube. From some of the information I've seen, I'll give you all an example. I'm going to make this very quick because I don't like to talk about this all too often. But let's say a person makes a $10 super on YouTube. The creator, the channel only gets 70% of that, so that's only $7. Now, as an example, if somebody made a $10 PayPal payment for the channel to help cats in needs, the channel then would receive about 9 of those $10 or so. So there's a gigantic difference between those two. Now, I think I somewhat have to be careful with what I'm saying about YouTube because YouTube tried to suspend my channel, actually, supposedly with reused content. and I had to give an appeal to them, which I made yesterday, a video appeal, and they got back to me saying, "Nope, you're good still. Your channel is still going to be monetized and all that good fun stuff." So I guess maybe sometimes I have to be careful with what I say to YouTube. Maybe they try to get back to me at other ways. So Joe, we use content as like using content from another creator or from another channel potentially. Hello there, Rodrigo. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Um, so what I was doing, there's a thing, there's an app called CapCut, and what CapCut has, it has a lot of filters that are out there, and some of the filters you can change, like some of the pictures, like I have with some of my cats. But some of the templates you can just use directly and put into YouTube. And my assumption has always been CapCut is free. There's no content, copyright issues, nothing like that. But there might be. So if anybody is using CapCut in the future, just be very careful. So part of my little YouTube video says I'm not going to use CapCut again in shorts and videos, nothing. It's all going to be me 100%. I'm not going to use things from anywhere else. So you just always got to be careful. Rodrigo, you have a monkey versus a cat, a monkey versus a zebra, a monkey versus a squirrel, maybe. Interesting. I would take the monkey in almost all those contests, I will say. Now, Rodrigo, be careful about spamming stuff because eventually, excuse me, eventually, just a heads up, I will probably put you in timeout if all you're doing is just spamming emojis. I usually don't tolerate that very much. Feel free to chat, of course, but if you're just mindlessly putting emojis, that's not really contributing much to the live, and that's not me. I don't do that. So just a heads up there. John, you're folding laundry right now? Well, Rodrigo, I told you, I'll give you a 5-minute timeout. I warn people, but some people just don't listen. Speaking of not listening, I don't look forward to having to go back to the germ factory known as an elementary school and be back with kids that don't listen again. I am sometimes the mean live streamer. Bruce, I hopefully within the next couple of days I will be shipping out those 2 cat carriers to you. Sorry it's taken a little bit of time on my end, just with some of the stuff going on. But hopefully within the next day or two I will have that stuff shipped out. Just out of curiosity, Bruce, are those carriers for your own kitties, or is it something like the Cat Cafe is in need of? If you don't mind asking, or if you don't mind me asking. For your, okay. I figured that was what it was. Now, also just a heads up, I plan on making a video, maybe my next long form video that will be over 8 minutes, um, which will have some more ads in it. I just kind of want to see how it does. I just got to find a good topic though, that can go for 8 minutes first. Tranquil. Was this a recent video when you're talking about a tornado? Was this like within the past, say, 6 months or so? My wife says 8 minutes of Rosemary purring. I think some fans or some folks, whatever, would really like that, but I don't know if I would want to do that. I think that's kind of I don't know. I'd rather have something a little bit better than just a cat purring for 8 minutes. Tranquil, how did your lives do today? Sorry I wasn't able to catch one today. But hopefully they went well. Maybe I could do an 8 minute video on just how life is with a diabetic cat and cat care tips on a cat with diabetes. I'm like trying to vary these type of videos where one's kind of educational, the other one's a little bit more silly and fun. Like Yoda with when he was trying to join me in the bathtub kind of thing. And that video was done fairly well for the first couple of days. Tranquil, it was fine. Your phone isn't lasting as long. Sorry to hear that, Tranquil. Sydney Cat cuteness. Oh, Tranquil, I did look a little bit more into PayPal. Just because I knew we were talking about PayPal the last time. I think I was on your live stream, or maybe the time before. You technically don't need a bank account to have money sent to you via PayPal. So just maybe some food for thought in the future. Bruce, just see Yoda go ballistic over the catnip for 8 minutes. I don't know if he wouldn't go to ballistic for that long, but maybe reactions of how all the kitties are on catnip. Joe Tranquil, it's making me think of people with a hurricane heading their way. Tranquil, no, I don't think anybody wants to see me in a bathtub. I think, I might have some content issues as far as that goes, and I might have some issues. Although, I don't know, some of the stuff you can see on YouTube, it's like, how do y'all, keep this on? John, how do you get the money so that I think, John, from what I saw, I didn't look into it too much. I just read into it a little bit. There's like a card, like some kind of like a debit card or something that it can get put onto. But I'm not sure about that. That is a good question on how how you would get that money through PayPal if you don't have a bank account. It's a good question. Hello, orangey tail. Joe, have you sort the Rosemary poster on her door as merchandise? I haven't thought of anything merchandise, Joe, but I know you really like that photo, or like that poster. So I'll figure out sometime maybe to get it out to you, shipping it out to you or something. Maybe not it itself, but I get like a copy of it or something for you. I just don't think many people would be interested in that kind of merchandise. Bruce is saying that PayPal sends you a card, apparently. Tranquil, you often wonder how people get away with some of the things that they put on YouTube. Joe would love a copy of it and a pic of Rosemary with it. Yeah, Joe, I can definitely do that. Give me a little bit of time on that. Get a few things situated. I will write that down because I'm not going to remember it. I have a terrible memory in my old age here. But I will definitely, though, get back to you on that, and I can definitely do that for you because you've definitely been obviously helpful in the channel and very gracious with your donations. So that's the least I can do. John, PayPal charges all sorts of fee. John, PayPal actually doesn't sort that, doesn't have, at least from my experience being on PayPal for a little bit now, I don't really see a ton of fees. But maybe so. You might have more experience with it in John than I do. I haven't never really sent anything through PayPal. I've just received stuff through PayPal. So maybe that makes it different. Joe, you'll put it on the wall. Love it that much. Makes you happy. Cutest poster you've ever seen. Uh, yeah, the vets. The vet techs mostly did that card for Rosemary. There are definitely a lot of fees associated with a lot of stuff, for sure. Oh, Mr. Tang. Yoda's being lazy tonight. You know who I haven't seen in quite a while on these live streams? I hope they're doing well. It's been a few weeks. Is Raymond. I hope he's doing well. Maybe life has just gotten busy for him, but hopefully he's still doing well. Bruce, you'd like a poster of Pandora? Okay. Again, Bruce, I'll have to write that down for you, um, and get that out to you at some point in time. I haven't figured out some stuff with merchandise yet. I am though thinking of like t-shirts and mugs and maybe like stickers and that kind of stuff. Maybe they could have like a t-shirt that says "Speak up for those who cannot," or like a hat that says something like "We save live cats," or something like that. Yeah, Joe, my only concern about doing merchandise too soon is I don't feel like I have a strong enough like base yet on that. I would like to, kind of get a little bit more like of a base overall. All right. And I know that's something doing these live streams, having new people pop in and really joining the cause and joining the kind of what this community is all about, little by little. John, trust you. You're the great facilitator with donations through all of your friends. They might send you 400 to your PayPal and you get less than 390. Then the transfer to the bank is another $8. Okay. Well, then let's say, John, so just out of curiosity, let's say that, hello there, NPP. I hope you're doing well. How are things out in California? John, let's just say, again, out of curiosity, let's say out of $400, you get like maybe 380, right? So, but still, though, if a person does, like, say, if a person, some crazy person, does a donation through a YouTube Super, and let's say it's $400, just think of how much a person like the channel is not going to get. They're only going to receive maybe like 250 out of that $400. So that's just another way. That's kind of how I look at it. Hopefully that makes sense. NPP, it's hot. Really? What is the temperature out there? We're actually starting to cool down here in NC. Ooh, 95 degrees. Yeah, you're close to Arizona, so Arizona must be getting some of that heatness, that hotness to you, being a neighbor. They're not containing their heat in that state to just themselves. NPP, where is your next like trip that you got planned out? NPP, you're far from Arizona. Yeah, true, but you're still though. Just California though borders Arizona, right? I mean, if I'm thinking have my geography correct. Hello there, Eliana. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday. Just hanging out with Tang here. Bruce, all of the kitties you love, but Pandora is your favorite. John, just being thinking the same. You're just saying that there's fees with every transaction you do. Yeah, not a problem paying all the fees. I gotcha. NPP, you're higher up, closer to the Bay, San Francisco Bay, right? No, we had some rain and some wind from that hurricane, but as far as like, where we live in the central part of the state, nothing really. Nowhere near the devastation that unfortunately Asheville and some of those rural communities up in those mountain areas got, and they're still looking for people that are probably not alive anymore, unfortunately. Eliana, your favorite kitty is Rosemary. Well, we'll see Rosemary in about 20 minutes or so. Joe, it was because of the path that Helena took a path that went kind of more north as it was going up the coast of Florida. The Milton one is kind of going across the middle of Florida, then back into the ocean. So that's the difference. Joe, I can show the little. It's not even really a poster, but I can show the card. It's like an index card that's on Rosemary's door as I head downstairs when we get to her. Yes, I can definitely do that. All right, it's already 30 minutes have gone by. Wow, I got to go get to the other kitties here. I'll go up to Tang here quickly, or not Tang, Yoda here quickly. Let y'all see him, and then I'm gonna get into the rooms where all the ladies are with Max. Hello there, Haley. Been a while. Hope you've been doing well. John, that's why you prefer writing checks. But some of your friends can't get checks because the government will wind up and they'll get the benefits. You send them the MoneyGram in the end. People write checks still? I'm kidding. We have a check that we write out for our lawn service every month or every 2 weeks. Oh. Cloud on pause. How many cat toys do we have? Too many. Way too many. Oh. Hey, lazy. NPP, you still write checks? Well, we write one. We write one check, during the two, I guess, during the month. Oh, Joe, I still will eventually sing that Rosemary song about Rosemary, but because they're increasing the length of a short, what I'm gonna do when that opens up and these shorts can be up to 3 minutes, I will post the entire video of that song from that group. Um, so you can hear the whole thing because I think it's only like a little less than 3 minutes long. Hello there, Rosemary. I know I've seen you on Tranquil's Live. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you've ever been on this channel or not, Rosemary, but welcome. And we have 9 kitty cats here. Right now, you're looking into Yoda's ear. We did some ear cleaning over the weekend. So his ear is pretty clean. But this is Yoda, one of the goofballs. John, you write a check for water, sewer, trash service because there's no fees. All right, let's get on to the other kitties. So Rosemary, like I was saying, this is Yoda. That's Tang. So that's 2 of the 9. So let's go and see some of the other ones. It is going to get dark. Never mind, no, it's not. We got to turn the light on. This little chunky monkey right here is Tiny. Tiny and Tang, our brother and sister. They came from the same litter that we fostered now coming on about 2 years ago or so. This is the baby. Now the baby's been a little concerning us because 2 out of like the last 5 days she's been doing some vomiting, white foam, which normally indicates that they have nothing on their stomach and that's why they're puking up white foam, but it could also indicate that there's other things that are going on. So if she keeps on doing that, then we might have to take her into the vet because there are other causes of puking up white foam. Hairball is primarily the biggest other one. That one there is Pandora. Pandora was one of our 2 hyperthyroidic kitty cats, but then we had a procedure done on her that eradicated her thyroid and hence got rid of her hyperthyroidism. Zelda here. Zelda's our nearly 20-year-old tabby who's been diabetic for going on about 10 years or so. Zelda is, or not Zelda, to answer your question, Cloud, Pandora was very skinny when her hyperthyroidism was really causing havoc on her body. She got down to about 7 pounds or so, and now she's closer to about 9 pounds. But she's also, though, a little older, too. I mean, she's 13. She's not that old, but she's still got some age on her. Not as much as Zelda here, of course. Hello there, Icon. I'm not sure if I said hello to you or not. Didn't know you were in the stream, but hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Over here is Maximus, aka Max. He's a ladies' man in his mind. He always tries to hang out with the girls, rub on them, be all romantic with them, and they all reject him. That's why he looks all kind of sad and depressed. He keeps on trying, though. But he keeps on striking out with all the girls that we have. Joe, I never underestimate his confidence, but, you know, I think he's insane, though, because he keeps on trying to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Bruce Pumpkin, yeah, it's a potential. It just kind of, I think if it continues, then that's something we'll look into. We try not to having 9 cats and then having cats for a long time. We try not to overreact too much on situations, depending on the situation, of course. A lot of the times things can be just dealt with at home. Not always, of course. There is obviously a time and a place for veterinarian care. So it's something we just need to keep an eye on for now. Cloud, I thought since all of these are your children, so if she was trying to date, wouldn't that mean he's trying to date his siblings? Could be, Cloud, could be. Trinkle, suddenly your keyboard stopped, would not type what you were doing. I had to turn the phone off to get it to work. Yeah, that happens. My phone, Tranquil, sometimes gets stuck where it freezes. And it freezes for about 5 minutes or so, and then it starts back up and starts working properly again. I feel like cell phone companies purposefully design cell phones to stop working after about 3 to 5 years or so, just about when most of the time, they get paid off and they don't cost you monthly anymore. That's when they start to not stop working. What? You want some kickies? Come on, let's do some kickies. Let's do some bunny kickies. Rosemary, right now we have 6 of the 9 in this room, and 2 of them are in the other room. And the reason being, we have a kitty named Rosemary, ironically, right? Who is a deaf 16 or 17-year-old kitty, but does not get along with the other cats. So when we have her outside of her room, to just kind of have the rule of the house, we have to put the other ones in rooms when she's out. So we get her out plenty of time, though, during the day, during the week, during the weekend. She gets out. But unfortunately, though, she just does not play along nicely with others. I'll give a quick little tour of Rosemary's room when we're done with these guys. Rosemary is downstairs right now, but Rosemary's room consists of a bed, 3 chairs, 2 litter boxes, a desk for her spying purposes, and so forth. Rosemary, you wonder if her deafness is the reason? It could be. It could be. I am not sure. We saved Rosemary a few years ago from a rather dull existence. A little backstory, who I think almost everybody has heard about Rosemary, is one day when I was working at a veterinarian office down in Wilmington, North Carolina, a owner, quote unquote, I hate the term owner, so that's why I'm saying quote unquote, brought in this cat, and she wanted to put the cat down because she could no longer take care of them. Thankfully, our veterinarian staff, they did an exam, and they said, no, we cannot in good conscience put this cat down because besides being deaf and a little skinny, there's nothing wrong with her. So long story short, after about 6 months of working there, we were going to move out of the area, and I asked the hospital manager if I could, take Rosemary with us and give her a much better life than just living basically inside of a cage in an animal hospital for the rest of her life. So just a little bit of backstory with her. And to answer your question, Cloud, of course, yeah, it hurts a little bit. Thankfully, Pandora does not bite down very hard. It's more just like of a playful bite, just to kind of want to, kind of taste my skin. And I don't always recommend, I would never actually recommend others to stick a finger in your cat's mouth. I am a trained professional as far as that goes. And I might be setting an example for some of the younger folk that might watch this, but I'm not going to change what I do just because a certain age group might be watching. I mean, I will be honest as far as that goes. John, you're visiting Bailey tomorrow? Okay. I hope that goes well. Max. Hello, Maximus. Now, those who are new to this channel, Rosemary, perhaps anybody else who might be watching along that hasn't seen this channel, my cats are kitties. As you can see, these kitties are not the most exciting of cats. I always tell people, you want to come to this live stream, you're going to see sleepy, lazy kitties that don't do much. Eventually, once Rosemary and Zelda pass on, we will probably start fostering kittens again. And when we do them with their live streams, there will definitely be a lot more action going on. Kit, Bruce must be under the bed. Let me see if I can call Kit. Hello there, Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. You're just taking a break from your drive to Richmond. Thought you'd stop in for a few while eating dinner. I hope you have a good dinner. And then you're heading home to BV, BVVA. So somewhere in Virginia. I'm just not familiar what BV is, though, Elizabeth. And you might have told me before, but I'll probably butcher it if you tell me again. Kit. 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 There's Kit. He says, hello, people. That's Bueno Vista. Hopefully I said that correctly. So that's Kit. Kit also has a backstory. Kit was the only adult foster that we've ever done. Kit, a little bit of her backstory was abused or neglected. When she came to the fostering group that we were working with, the rescue group, and they asked if we could kind of take her on and work with her. And so we did. She was very skittish and fearful the first maybe couple of months or so with us. But slowly but surely, she kind of came out of her shell and learned to trust again that all humans are not, terrible people, terrible, evil folk. There are good humans out there still. And now she probably is like one of the top 2 or 3 kitties that always demand attention and are always seeking attention. She thinks she's kind of the queen, though, of the household. She tries to rule. She's always slapping or hissing at somebody. Hey, Kit. Oh. Kit is definitely, she's a shoulder cat. She likes her shoulder, and she likes her butt being rubbed. She can definitely be a bit sassy, though, from time to time. Not as sassy as Rosemary. Rosemary is kind of the queen of the sassy kitties. Bye, Tiny. As always, if anybody is looking for any kind of kitty advice or anything like that, or has a question or is wondering something, feel free to put it in the chat. Almost always, if I'm not able to answer your question, somebody in the chat probably will be able to. There is probably, I want to say, between some of the folks that are in here, probably well over 100 years of kitty experience. Tranquil Miracle is bouncing off of the trees. Did you film it? You gotta go licky licky. I know you want to lick my hand. You always want to lick my hand. You want to bite my hand, or then you want to lick my hand. Boobers. Baby. Boobers. All right, we're going to spend another minute or so with these kitties, and then we're going to quickly stop by Rosemary's room, and then we will go downstairs and hang out with Rosemary in the last 10 minutes-ish or so of this live stream tonight. Oh, also, Rosemary, if you are still hanging on this live stream, just a little bit more like introduction of this channel. So I don't say this very often, but I do like to say it every so often if there's somebody new on here. So we have these cats here, we have these 9, but this channel's like mission, if you will, or purpose has kind of changed a bit into that. The goal is to try to bring in as many cat lovers, cat friends, cat fans as possible to create a community that is trying to help save cats. So as an example, whatever money is earned through the channel ads, the revenue, the ads and all that stuff, or people when they donate through a super or potentially go to PayPal. Every single cent of the channel revenue goes to help cats in needs. As an example, last month we donated altogether as a community $150 to various cat charities. One of the places was called Safe Haven for Cats, a local cat rescue group in North Carolina. We sponsored 2 senior cats. And about a week or so after we sponsored one of the kitties, Lenny got adopted. So I was telling the community that I'm so thankful for all of your guys's, watching videos and all that good stuff. And then our other cat, who we sponsored too, hopefully will be adopted soon also. So that's kind of what we're doing, and as this cat channel is kind of morphed into. I don't want to take anything from this channel revenue-wise. I want it all to go to a better cause, a better purpose, to help those kitties that might be in need, whether through medical care, sponsoring them, helping them. And Elizabeth, I saw your post also about saying maybe I can put like some kind of community post on for those cats that are affected by Hurricane Helene, and then probably also Hurricane Milton. There is some work that I need to do, but I think I will have a community post out there soon and have maybe a few links on it. So if people do want to donate to potentially help those kitties, I will have that hopefully up in the next day or so. Hello there, Judy. Hope you're doing well. All right, let's go hang out with Rosemary. Before we do that, I said I was going to make a pit stop in her room. Joe, I'll give you a quick look. I know that's what you're talking about. You love that little card there that the Tex made when Rosemary was in that animal hospital. So that's a little bit of that. Then just a quick look in her room. Some people call it, I think Bruce in particular calls it the presidential suite. I mean, we'd have, yes, and there is cat poop there. So, you know, this is how it is living with cats. You will see cat poop on occasion. Um, Logs, as I call them. Two litter boxes. We have a little staircase. We have a bed. We have three chairs. We have a desk. She's got a cat bed and she's got a scratching post back there also. So a lot of stuff. I would also highly recommend this little staircase for anybody who has senior pets, whether they be dog or cat. It's very helpful for those who have arthritis. We have two of these actually, one in our room and one in Rosemary's room. It's very helpful for them to get up and down if they're having trouble jumping. So, but anyways, let me head downstairs. Also, if you are new, always feel free to ask any kind of questions, cat related or anything else. I always tell people, feel free to ask me any question that you want. It's just the thing is, you know, you may not like the answer, but it'll be a truthful answer though. Elizabeth, hey, you can see cat litter box. Me too. John, you need those stairs for yourself? Oh, well, you might need one that's a little bit bigger unless you have a very small bed, John. Very short bed, about 2 feet high or so. But speaking of Rosemary, who is one of the favorites of many, this is the little goofball. She is the 16, 17-year-old deaf kitty who has also hyperthyroidism, but her hyperthyroidism is regulated pretty well, excuse me, with her medication. He says, hi, people. Are you going to come and stare at my greatness and my tired little eyeballs? Elizabeth, we have multiple types of litter boxes. So the one like you saw that has no top to it, that's for more like senior cats. It's a very low to the ground. It's only like, you know, this high off the ground. So we found that that's more beneficial for senior cats, cats who have arthritis, or cats who have issues getting into the litter box. Excuse me. But we also have like the traditional litter boxes that have the tops on them. We also have the ones that they can kind of like step up and around also. So we have multiple types of litter boxes. Maybe that's what I could do sometimes, like a litter box review. I'm sure it's been done 1,000 times 1,000 times 1,000 times over already, but through my perspective. Eventually, I will have to get her pterodactyl prehistoric bird meow on film. Trent, what are you shocked about? Joe, do you have feline litter? Feline litter. I'm not familiar with that, Joe. Is it called something else, maybe? I'm just not sure what feline litter is. I'm not familiar with that litter. Elizabeth, you believe it's a covered box called Cat It. Oh, speaking of litter boxes, I think Bruce sent me a video. I think it was Bruce, or maybe I found it myself, but I want to say it was Bruce because he sends me a lot of cat videos for my other cat channel.
Hi.
About robot litter boxes, iRobot or robot litter robot, whatever they're called, that they're actually kind of dangerous. There's apparently some of them, they can kind of go off and potentially hurts, especially kittens, because of their size. So I know that, robot litter boxes are all the rage because, to me, it just makes a job that most people don't want to do it, have a robot do it. But there are some hidden dangers in those types of litter boxes. I personally have never gotten one. I never will get one. I just, I'm good with scooping the poop myself, or rolling the logs, as I say on other people's live streams around that 8 o'clock hour. Tranquil, you're literally surrounded by litter boxes. We could be, but we actually, we have 9 cats, so we should probably have 10 litter boxes, right? But we don't, because it doesn't seem like they need it. We have 7, I think, altogether. I'm going to stop talking for a little bit, see if y'all can hear Rosemary's purring. So turn your volume up. All right, so that's a little bit of Rosemary's ASMR, not needing, purring. I don't know why I'm thinking needing. Let me see. Elizabeth, thank you for joining. Be safe out there on the road. Rosemary, how did you find out she was had hyperthyroidism? We found out at the vet, when she was still at the vet that we worked at. They did some blood work on it and saw that her thyroid level, her T4 level in particular, was way out of whack. So ever since then, she's been on medication. Sometimes, though, for her and her medication, she can get a little high or a little low. So we just have to adjust kind of as need be. Thankfully, we can tell there are certain signs on when a kitty's thyroid is producing too much of it or not producing enough of it. So it's something that we have over time pretty much, hey, yeah, we know she's a little low, so we got to up it a little bit. Of course, we talk to our vet, obviously, or sometimes we know that it's a little high, and we would need to, adjust as need be also with that. No, Joe. She's. I mean, I guess it's always possible, but I think more so she can sense vibrations. Oh, no, am I rubbing your little butt? Tranquil. When Adam shows a litter box, people should be surprised. There are cats there. Nope, all of my kitties are trained to use the toilet. That would be quite the thing. This is as close, pretty much, as you're ever going to see me having any kind of clothing, quote unquote. on one of these kitties. Because I am a firm believer that cats and clothes do not mix for any reason besides a medical situation, or perhaps if the kitty is a Sphinx cat or other kind of some other hairless breed, and perhaps they might get a little cold because they don't have fur. But that's it. Joe, no, she wouldn't hear my singing, but everybody else, unfortunate souls, they would. But I still will do that. I'm working my way up to it. What's that? You're saying your little belly. Is that your belly? It is your little belly, isn't it? You don't look happy. No, you're like, I'm angry now. But anyways, Rosemary, since you're new to these lives, just a little heads up. I do these lives for about an hour or so. I do them Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I might switch my Saturday right now. Tuesday, Thursday is at 7 o'clock at night. Saturday is in the 2 to 4 slots. Joe, because I know you're a regular, Joe, is still 2 o'clock a better time for you than 7 o'clock? Because I know at 7 o'clock it is like what, midnight out in the UK, or something like that. I know it's late, so I will ask because I know you're one of my consistent folks that are on here that are in another country that I often see. So just checking, would 7 o'clock be a bad time if I switched it later in the night? Just let me know. While I wait for Joe to, on Saturday, yeah, Joe. I mean, I can keep it the same. I'm just thinking about maybe switching it up. It might maybe make it earlier in the day. I just want to maybe put it at a different time. Yeah, so, I mean, what time is it right now out there in the UK, Joe? Like when these start at 7 o'clock at night, what time is it for you? Like midnight? Do it early Saturday? Okay. I'll look into it. All right. Well, anyways, I want to say my goodbyes, especially Rosemary, since you're new to the channel. Hopefully you like the channel. Hopefully you like what these live streams are all about. I think you know, obviously, already a good percentage of those that are in the community, those that are on tonight's live stream. Excuse me. But anyways, just welcome, and hopefully we'll see you. We'll see you here and there. Through the weeks and so forth. But let me say my goodbyes to everybody else. So Joe, John, Judy, all these J's. It's kind of funny. Icon, Sydney Cat, you're still hanging with me. Elizabeth, I think you said you were just listening now because you got to be careful driving, obviously. Tranquil, Bruce, just kind of scrolling back, NPP if you're still hanging here, and anybody else who might be watching but not listening. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you, if you ever think about adopting a kitty, think about adopting an older senior kitty, because I think they need it more than kittens. Kittens get adopted very easily, and it takes an older cat a very long time to get adopted, and sometimes they never get adopted because people just don't want to take the time to adopt an older kitty. Always speak up for those who cannot. Remember to always advocate for your feline friends. You are their voice. And beyond that, you all have a good night. Take care. God bless. And we'll see y'all on Thursday. Same time, same channel. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, Rosie.